Hey guys, what's up, video game viewer? And yeah, so no, this isn't some life sim or new survival sim. Believe it or not, guys, this is Microsoft Flight Sim, and from the awesome guys over at Parallel 42, we're using the Camp Out mod, which can be found up here, guys. It's a super cool app. Which you can add various things, and you see there is a lot around a camp, and really serves no other purpose other than immersion. I really like it for taking screenshots and stuff, but what I came here to the Everglades to show you today is a new app that they have. So we're going to step on out here, and I love this. You can actually see the mangroves out here, and I really like how the foliage is, when you're on the ground here, matches kind of where you are at. So in our tablet here, I have an app called GoFish, again by Parallel 42. And what this does is this essentially creates a fishing mini game inside of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So if we click Start Fishing, it'll ask us what type of water are we fishing in, and we're in the Everglades. So, and we're just in that brackish area. So we're going to select salt water. And I know this kind of looks simple, but let me just go over before I cast out here and show you some of the things you can do. So if you come down here, we have a bait selector, which you can see different effectivenesses for the bait. I mean, we have chicken nugget, which I kind of think is funny. And then we also have a line selector. So we have everything from finesse freshwater mono to stealth fluorocarbon, and you know, different pounds of test. So, and then we can see in this location, we can click fish available in this location, and we can see all the fish that we might catch in this area of the Everglades. So what this app does is it essentially takes like fish that are found in the area and puts them appropriately. So fish that you see here aren't necessarily going to be found in Alaska. You would go up there and find appropriate fish. And it even changes with the season and the time of day, and depending on what bait you use. And it keeps track, if that wasn't impressive enough, it keeps track of your recent catches. So I can see my last catch was a white tip reef shark, and I can even see the coordinates if I want to go back there and fish again where they were at. So I could copy that into Microsoft Flight Simulator and go back there and fish again. You can see when I caught it. I can see its weight. It keeps track of your highest catch. So if you want to like have fishing competitions with friends, I can go in here. My highest catch is a 509-pound tiger shark, which I caught off an oil rig, which was really quite cool. Now I have to hit stop fishing to show you this, but you also have a difficulty. Now, I will say this, disclaimer, the difficulty really ramps up between these. Easy is basically you cast out and you're going to get a fish in pretty much a minute, sometimes even under a minute. Medium is you could be waiting anywhere from 5 minutes up to 15 minutes I've had before something bit. And to be honest, I did put it on hard briefly, and I waited about 20 minutes and I didn't get anything. So, and I never went beyond that. If somebody cares to, you know, test this or put time scales for these down in the chat, or in the comments, that'd be great. What I think is really cool is you can actually you can bind controls as well to anything. So I have it bound to cast my rod out with my flight stick. So and reel in. So it's kind of like I'm holding a rod a bit. I haven't really bound any of these other things. And then if you do need an explanation on how to fish, it gives all that here. And then it gives some important notes here: fishing from shore, water detection, just in case you would need like further explanation into some of these things. So without further ado, let's get started. I have it on easy. I have been dabbling around with fishing on medium, but just for test purposes here. So I think we've already got something. I have auto reel on. You can turn that off. And it classifies these two. So, I mean, obviously on easy, I already pulled in a very rare. But again, if you ramp up the difficulty, this scales pretty good. So, and I will put it on medium briefly just to show you guys here. But you can keep or release these. So we caught a NASA grouper, very rare, almost 4.5 pounds. Let's release that. To be honest, I haven't found the benefit of keeping them, and I'm not sure if we have anywhere in here where it shows what we've kept or what the benefit to keeping them is. But you can turn the tablet off while you do this too. Let me just show you so you can actually see the rod. And we've caught something again. And what I think is really cool is, oh, we caught a ray. That's really cool. We'll look at the stuff. But if I come into like the screenshot mode, I mean, this just makes some really cool screenshots, and that's probably going to be the thumbnail for the video, guys. Alright guys, so I've jumped down here to somewhere down in the Florida Keys, and we're just around these islands here. I'm not really sure what these islands are called or what, but I'm just kind of bringing you down here to show you how this app works in principle, how it can work with, you know, your friends, you know, because this does work in multiplayer. Believe it or not. So you can get a couple of your friends and go out and scout these locations and come in for landings and just have fun fishing, you know, for a while. I know some of these people. I've seen some people. It's a flight simulator, and I get that, but this is just a fun little distraction. So don't hate me. I'm not the best at landing tail draggers. So if we whiff the landing here, first I got to find a good spot to put it down, because obviously over there is not a real good spot. I mean, maybe it looks like this would be like a sandbar below me, just below the water level, but I mean, who knows how deep that could be. Maybe here. I think I could maybe get this in there. Oh, maybe over here actually. In fact, I'm going to bring in my first notch of flaps here, and I think we're going to do this spot here, and hopefully... Now, in real life, you would overfly this spot, and but we're gonna hope that there's no rocks, and we don't hook a wheel. That's how I like to live, by the seat of my pants. And we're not gonna hopefully stall it here, because this thing gets a little squirrely at lower speeds. And we are kind of crabbing into the wind a little bit. Oh, please don't be bumpy. Oof, oof, oof. Turn away from the trees. Turn away from the tree. Okay, I think we made it. A little bit bumpy there, but we got it in. Let's just kill the engines here, and we can reset the flaps here. So anyway, you know, for the more skilled tail dragger pilot, I think you might have landed that a little bit better than me, but anyway, here we are down on the ground and in the Florida Keys. Float planes do work with this. I'll show you guys that. But I found them to be much more buggy. To be able to, like, the image shows you standing on the pontoon in one of the pictures, I believe. Don't quote me on that, by the way. But we're obviously in salt water here. So, you know, oh, I wanted to show you guys medium. So let's stop fishing here for a minute, and I'll put it on medium difficulty, and then I'll get back to what I was saying. It does work with the boats, and it does work with float planes. But again, it seems to be really buggy when you take screenshots. As you saw, it crashed there for me when I took that screenshot. I couldn't get the app to work anymore. I think that's more on like Microsoft's end. It just like locks in something. I don't know. That's not the only time I've had the screenshot mode bug out buttons or apps for me. So I don't really fault Parallel 42 for anything like that. But I don't know. So anyway, I'm on medium difficulty here, and yeah, I mean, just chilling here. And again, this works in multiplayer. You can just come out here, shoot the shit with your friends, do this, you know, do some bush piloting. You can do this anywhere in the world, by the way, at any body of water. It does not matter. Now, I have tested it where I've tried to just cast out on land, and it does recognize that you are not near water. Again, bait matters, you know, and there are some physics here. Like if I pull my line, you can see the slack got less on my line, or if I bring it back, there is actually a physical line here that you can manipulate the bobber with. So there is a lot of work put into this, you know. So this is super impressive for inside of Microsoft Flight Simulator, guys, and I really want to bring as much attention to this as possible, because I just thought it was such a really cool app. So with that in mind, I'm just going to sit back and wait to see if we catch something here, and I'm going to quit jibber jabbing and let you guys enjoy the rest of the video and the sound of the waves. And look at that. Just like that, we caught something anyway. So, let's see. What did we get? Oh, it's pretty big. A 52-pound snook. And a rare on medium. So, yeah, that's cool. You can tell it's like just a little sprite. It's 2D, but it looks super detailed. And I mean, you can walk around with it too. I mean, if you want to position it for a screenshot, you can. If you want to pretend to walk over to your plane here and put it in and take it home and do whatever. Yeah. So anyway, my tire is spinning there for some reason. So we're gonna release that fish and stop fishing. Maybe it is a bit buggy with the plane. I don't know. Because you saw there when I did that, it did something with the plane. Interesting. Well, anyway, we're gonna hop back in here and get this thing fired up, and hopefully I can take back off out of here. I think we're gonna need some flaps. Again, guys, I am not a tail dragger pilot. I have flown in a tail dragger one time, and it was terrifying, I'll admit. I much prefer trike configurations. But let's see here. Let's get her up off the, whoa, and we're up already, and it's just, this is the Kit Fox, guys. It is, it's a stall plane, so I guess it can take off in pretty short distances. It's really powerful. I do really like it. I don't know if maybe I would do better with a less powerful plane. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Again, if you want this app, you can head on over to Parallel 42. You are going to have to buy the app third party. I heard it's coming to the Microsoft Store. If you like the camping utility you saw at the beginning of the video, you can also, that is in the Microsoft Flight Sim Store. So I believe you Xbox and PlayStation users can get that. But for the GoFish app, guys, you're going to have to head over to Parallel 42. So, and this wasn't a sponsored video or anything. I was just so impressed with the app, I decided to make a video of it after months of not making a video. So, anyway, guys, I'll catch you later. Peace.